What's up, you guys? Welcome back to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about makeup empty products. I have almost 2 bins filled up. We're only going to do 1 bin today because I tend to talk a lot. And because of that, I don't know that 2 bins is necessarily the right thing to do in this video. I got a bunch of stuff in here. I've got makeup, skincare, hair care, all of that stuff. Anything that's beauty related will be in this bucket. So that is what we're doing today. If you guys are happy and excited and you guys are still quarantined and you guys are sick and tired of sitting in the house, then let's talk about some makeup, get your mind off of whatever's going on out in the world, and let's do this. Alright, so just a little FYI if you guys are wondering about my makeup, because it is kind of bold for this video. I did do a full face of my Shop My Stash makeup tutorial, so if you guys are wanting to see how I got this look, I will have it linked at the end of this video and also in the description box in case I forget. It will be either or in one of these areas, so you guys can definitely check that out. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So the very first thing I have here is the Kenra Volumizing Shampoo. This here is a shampoo for body and fullness. There you have one that's for smoothing, and that one tends to weigh my hair down really bad, so I don't like that one. If you guys are wanting to try it, get the volumizing one. The smell is incredible. It lingers in your hair. It reminds me so much of the hair salon because this is what my hairstylist would use on me. So ever since she used it on me, I was like, what is that in my hair? And she was like, it's of Kenra, and I went out and bought it. And I ended up using it all. I love it on my daughter's hair. I love it on my hair. Next up I have is the Dermalogica. This here is the Special Cleansing Gel. So this one here is 1 full tube that I've already used. I have a second brand new one sitting in my shower right now. I love this stuff. What am I trying to say? Cleanser. I think it does a really great job at removing leftover makeup. It's really soft and gentle, and I really like it, you guys. I think it leaves my face feeling soft and cleansed, but not stripping at all. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but I could definitely tell you guys that I would spend the money on this, hands down. I have the CeraVe PM Facial Moisturizing Lotion. I did talk about this in a monthly favorites. So this is formulated for a nighttime moisturizer, but it does have ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide. I absolutely love this stuff. I actually use it day and night. Sometimes I do find that this isn't as hydrating as I need it to be in the day. So when that happens, I always just go in with some sort of facial oil, add a couple of drops, add it to this, and I'm good to go. And then I put my sunscreen on top of it during the day. But you guys, this stuff is super lightweight. It is really good. It doesn't break me out. I've just been so happy with this stuff. I've already gone on my 2nd bottle. Both my husband and I are using it, and we both really love it. And I can definitely tell you that it'll be a continued purchase. It will be a continued purchase from here on out for a very, very long time. Finally finished up the Rimmel Stay Matte. This is the mattifying loose powder. Took me a really long time to get through it. I have just a little bit left, but I'm just giving up on it, you guys, because I'm done with it. I don't like this as much as I enjoy the pressed version of it. I thought by getting this one it'd be kind of the same thing. I definitely would skip on this and go over to the pressed version. So next up I have is the Covergirl VITALIST powder. I have the shade Classic Ivory 710, which sounds like it would be really light because I've seen some other products from Covergirl, which is Classic Ivory, and that's really, really light. Although I find because of how light of a dusting this is on the skin, like it's a very light powder, it doesn't really like change anything on my skin as far as like the color, so it was perfectly fine. It worked really well for me. I definitely want to pick up another one of these, although right now I'm just holding back on it because I have a couple other pressed powders I want to get to, but for sure I would definitely get another one. All right, next up we have is I finished up another punky color. This is in the shade Violet, I believe. I used the shade, I think this is Violet. I've talked about this so many times in Empties videos. You guys know how much I love this stuff. It's what I use in my hair. I have a couple setting sprays, actually. Wow, I'm actually surprised. I have quite a few setting sprays. The first one I have here is the Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. You guys can see I did not use a bunch of it, but it's because I didn't realize that this was going to go bad so quickly. This turned really bad. I think you have to use it within 6 months, so I went ahead and just discarded it. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because of how many setting sprays I have. It doesn't make any sense for me to buy it. I wasn't using it to begin with that much, so I just would not repurchase it. The D-Slick, this is the Urban Decay one, the oil control. I have like 5 of those. I absolutely love it. I would repurchase it. I have the NYX Matte Finish setting spray. I found this to be okay. It wasn't the best. It wasn't like my favorite or anything. so no, I wouldn't repurchase it. And then the CoverGirl Outlast Cooling Setting Mist. This one had this like weird spray, like it doesn't mist, it like squirts. So I was like, number one, I don't like that. Number two, I didn't find it to really do anything to my skin. So I was like, no, I'm good. I also want to say it was kind of pricey. It was like $14. And I was like, that's kind of expensive, at least from the drugstore, I think. Oh, I had these little lip things from PATCHOLOGY. I spoke about them in, I think, my monthly favorites. They're fine. I wouldn't spend my money on them. I got them through Octoly to try out, and I wouldn't purchase them because I felt like they didn't really do anything. We just actually finished this yesterday. This is the Drunk Elephant Jelly Cleanser, and it's a cantaloupe glycerin. So I had a sample of this. I was actually quite shocked by how much it took for us to get through this. Like, it was a product that was never ending. My husband really likes it. I like it, but I don't like it as like the first thing I go to after I use like a cleansing balm. Like after I use a cleansing balm, I have a specific face wash that I like to use because I really feel like it really gets that cleansing balm going. And this is not it. This is like one that I use if I haven't really worn a full face of makeup, or I didn't wear makeup that day but I still need to wash my face. Like, it's more of a very mild cleanser. It's fine. I would definitely get another sample of it, but I probably wouldn't buy like the full-size version of it. And then the other thing I didn't like about this either was that mine would, even though you'd sit it like this, mine would leak through. So I felt like quite a bit of the product was wasted because of it. We ended up having to twist it like this because the cap just wasn't closing all the way through. The Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse, I do really like it. I did find that it did a really good job at removing everything. It didn't do the best job at removing like all my eye makeup, but it does a really good job at like breaking down the foundation and stuff like that. Let's talk about this because this is actually really expensive. This is the CEO Vitamin C, a Turmeric Face Oil by Sunday Riley. I used up the entire thing. I made sure that I got my money's worth out of this. I'm not gonna lie, I did not pay for this. They sent this to me and I saw how expensive it was. So I was like, I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna test it out, make sure it works because I wanna know. Honestly, I didn't see that big of a difference. Like, I did not see anything crazy in my skin. Nothing that I felt like when I stopped using this, I could see a noticeable difference or see like any dark spots or anything like come back or any acne marks. So I don't know that I would ever recommend this to anybody because I just didn't see it doing that well of a job on my skin. I guess that's the best way to say it. All right, so we got some mascaras to go through really quickly. The first one I have here is the Thrive Mascara. This is the Liquid Lash Extensions. This was a really good one. I did like the way that it worked on my lashes. Don't know that I would rebuy it though. The Superhero Cosmetics. This is the It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. I talked about this in my 21 Days of Beauty. You guys, there is something about this formula. It's just a very testy formula. I feel like some batches work, some batches don't. For me, I just kind of gave up on even trying to buy this anymore. I used to rave about this because I truly did love it. We had this one by DOUUCE. I don't know how to say it, you guys. It's the Punk Volumizer Mascara. This one was a good one. It was good. I wouldn't repurchase it, but it worked. This one here was the Marc Jacobs Mascara. This is the Velvet Noir Mascara. The only reason why I kept it as long as I did is because they like engraved my name in it, and I was like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. But I did not like that mascara. That mascara reminded me a lot of the It Cosmetics mascara. It was very clumpy again, and it just like clumped up my lashes and they all stuck together, and then it looked like I had 3 lashes. It was just a terrible experience. And then I had the YOUNIQUE, this is the YOUNIQUE Moodstruck Epic Mascara. Another product I spoke about. I think I spoke about this in like a fails in my monthly video. It's only because the smell is so strong it irritates my eyes, and I've never had an issue with mascara doing that. I've had issues with mascaras like the fibers getting into my eyes and stuff like that, but never a scent. And this one irritates my eyes so bad. I did finish up the Urban Decay Brow Blade. So this one was a dual-ended one where it came with like the brow pencil and then the ink stain. Except that I went through the pencil portion way quicker than I went through the ink stain. So if they make just the pencil itself, I would repurchase it because I definitely think like it's worth it. I love the shade. I thought it was like the perfect match for me. Loved everything about it, but it just, I went so quick through it. Like, it was so creamy and pigmented. I just went through it so quickly that I was like, oh my gosh, like, Steph, you know, you're gonna like blow money go using this constantly. So I like it. It's just, if they have just a pencil portion, I would definitely take it by itself. Of course, I finished the Algenist Firming and Lifting Cream. This was a sample, or like their travel size that they have. We finished it, of course we did. You guys, I go through those like crazy. A brow pencil. This is the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. Terrible. That's about all I'm going to say about that. I am going to toss these. These are the Satin Luxe pencils. Do you remember we got these at BoxyCharm and there was like a set of 3 of them, you guys? And it said that it retailed for like $50. No joke. If you guys don't get BoxyCharm, they gave us a set of 3 and they said they were worth $50. They're definitely not worth $50, number one. Number two, they did nothing. They were like scratchy and they had like no pigment and they were just really dry. And I was like, no, no, we're not doing that. So I gave up on those. And finally, tossing my Colourpop No Filter Concealer, separating and stuff. I do like it. I got the shade Light 10, which I think the reason why I didn't use it as much was just because it was too light. Another mascara, this is the Profusion Lash Out Loud. I do not like that mascara at all. And lastly, we have the Too Faced Hangover Replenishing Face Primer. So the only reason why I'm getting rid of this is because this contains coconut water, and I was listening to somebody and they were like, well, coconut water is only good for like 6 months. And I was like, what? I have products in there with like coconut, you know, water in them, and I was like, I'm sure they are way past 6 months. So I got a little bit nervous with this product, so I'm tossing it, but I would repurchase this. I find this to be really great, even if you have oily skin, combo skin. You guys, this stuff works. Like, it doesn't leave my skin oily at all. It's really replenishing. I do like it in the summer sometimes because if I still feel like my skin is dry or maybe I'm not hydrated enough so my skin feels a little bit tight, I find that this gives it the moisture it needs. But it's way past 6 months, so I had to toss it, which I'm really sad about, but I don't want to break out. If you guys are new to my channel, I hope you guys will stick around and hit that subscribe button. I will see you guys all in my next video. I do upload Sunday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to... Wait. I upload Sunday through Thursday at 8 a.m. is what I'm trying to say. I was going to say 8 to 11. I don't know why, but I will see you guys then. Have a wonderful day. Hope you guys stay safe. Quarantine yourselves. Do not go outside and be stupid and hang out because you think it's not going to get you. Please stay safe. Do it for the rest of the community. Stay safe, and I will see you guys later. Bye.